with that in mind, I want you to go with me quickly to the book of Psalms, the 90th chapter. And I want to begin at the 9th verse. And I promise you, I'm almost done. When you have it, say amen. For all our days are passed away in thy wrath. We spend our years as a tale that is told. The days of our years are 80 years and 10. And if by reason of strength they be 80 years, yet is their strength, labor, and sorrow. For it is soon cut off, and we fly away. Who knoweth the power of thy anger, even according to thy fears, so is thy wrath. So teach us to number our days, that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom. May God add a blessing to the reading and the hearers of this word. I want to talk for just a few moments about the story that you tell. Because whether you know it or not, all of us tell a story. For these last few days, I had the opportunity to see the stories that were being told. Because whether you know it or not, we wear our stories on our faces. Some of us, we're writing dramas. Let not go there. Some of us are writing love stories. Some of us are writing science fiction. Seen some folk that, amen, the last time I seen them, they was in the clouds. 30 years later, they still in the clouds. Some things just don't change. Wish I had help right there. But as we get older, there comes a time that we have to sit down and examine our life. See, I made up my mind some years ago that the rest of my life is going to be the best of my life. Y'all ain't got to say that. I've already been through enough hell and treaded enough high water. And I'm not going to make the same mistakes of the past. I can't help it. I tell folk, I'm not the fool I used to be. See, because there come a time that life should teach us a lesson. And it's a terrible thing if you fall into the same thing over and over and over and over and over. The text says, teach us to number our days. Because we don't have too many left. And as I remembered on last night, looking at the table of those that have gone on before us. See, life is so uncertain. You could be here today and leave here today. Nobody got to say nothing. Usually, amen, I've done so many funerals and people, it seems like at every funeral, they stand up and say, I was just talking to them. Life is like a vapor. You can be here and then you go. But we have got to have the mindset that the David is saying, he said, life is like a tale that's being told. Some of us have been through some hard trials. Some of us have had more than one marriage. Some of us have lost children. Some of us have lost family members. Everybody in this room got a story to tell. But as I close today, let me share with you my story. Because everybody got one. But my story was I was going nowhere fast. I've done more harm to myself than I did to anybody else. See, I found out that living a life without Christ in your life is not the life I want to live. I want to understand. It's hard for me to even fathom in my mind how people can actually live without giving God thanks. I don't understand people who can go a whole day, a whole week, a whole month, a whole year, and never come to church. That's far beyond my comprehension. Because people look like, amen, this is my life and I live it how I want to. Well, you can take that side, but I look at it like this. God gave me this life. And I want to make sure I do right by it. I grew up here. I thought that I had it together. See, 7th grade, nobody knew me. 8th grade, nobody knew me. Even up to my senior year, I was quiet. Nobody hardly knew me. Until something happened. Got a group of fellas together. We got this little gang thing going. And if somebody don't just holler the name out, see, I hear you whisper. We was called the Sconies. Y'all don't mess with me. Don't mess with me like that. But it put me in a different company. And see, I found out if you don't stand for something, fall for anything. And it took me in a direction that I didn't want to go. But I'm part of the group. So you do what the group do. Started getting high. Started drinking. But that wasn't why God created me. And I'll never forget. I tried to run from God. But growing up, like Sister McMillan is a PK. One thing we learned early growing up, that God is so high, you can't get over it. He's so low, you can't get under it. He's so wide, you can't get around it. You got to come in at the door. Come on, help me right there. I tried to run from God, but my feet wasn't fast enough.